The age-old question, lump it all in or drip feed into the market? Most people will tell you that dollar cost averaging reduces risk. Plus it's easy to do. Could be as low as £5 a day. But if we put that to one side, which method actually makes the most money? After all, that's why we're all investing in the first place. So over the past 4 weeks, I ran a simple experiment. I invested £100 upfront on day one, and then £5 every day in the other. And because there are roughly 20 trading days in a month, both strategies ended up investing the same amount, which is £100. This is essentially a real-world test of lump sum investing versus dollar cost averaging. Except this time, it's not just theory. This is what actually happened in a real month with real money. To give you some quick context, both portfolios were invested in the same fund, the Invesco FTSE All-World ETF, to keep things as fair as possible and to give broad global exposure. Remember, this is purely about how the money was invested, not where. And this month wasn't exactly quiet either. There was a lot going on. We had ongoing inflation concerns, oil price volatility, and the continued geopolitical tension in the background with the war in Iran. There was certainly enough to cause movements in the market, which is perfect for an experiment just like this. Just a quick note that everything in this video is for educational purposes. Nothing in this video is financial advice. If you need some help, please speak to a professional. So we'll do this quite quickly, but we'll track this week by week to see how both strategies compare to each other throughout the month. Let's review week one. Remember, this is in the midst of global tension with the war brewing over in Iran. However, markets remained relatively steady. The £100 investment was up 2.8% and the £5 a day strategy was up 2.6%. So pretty much neck and neck. But let's note the key difference here. The £100 had full exposure immediately, whereas the £5 a day was still building up its position. So even though they look similar, they're at different points in the investing strategy. Moving on to week two, markets pushed a bit higher despite the volatility. The £100 strategy was up 5.5% and the £5 a day strategy was up 5.7%. Here you can see the £5 a day strategy actually overtook the lump sum, and that was because it was buying shares at a lower price due to the early volatility. So already you can see that lump sum investing benefits when markets go up early, whereas dollar cost averaging, it benefits from movements and especially dips along the way. Week three, markets had a strong run, and this coincided with a ceasefire that was announced in a global conflict. The £100 strategy was up 9%, but the £5 a day strategy was up 10.4%, more than 1% this early into the experiment. Now this surprised me, especially over such a short time period. I expected there to be some differences, but nothing this significant. And this is the classic argument people have for dollar cost averaging. You're smoothing out your entry. You're not trying to aim for perfect timing or get lucky. And in a slightly volatile, upward trending market, it works really well. But that's not how this chapter ends. By the end of the month, things flipped again. There was a slight dip towards the end of April, and this affected the results you're about to see. The £100 was up 8.7%, and the £5 a day was up 7.3%. So despite being behind for most of the month, the lump sum strategy actually finished on top. And what does this look like in terms of monies gained? Well, the £5 a day finished up at 7.3% with an unrealised profit of £3.29, whereas the £100 lump sum finished up 8.7% with an unrealised profit of £8.71. So what does this actually tell us? It's not as simple as one strategy is better than the other, because it's heavily dependent on what happens in the market, and most importantly, when it happens. And you can actually see that in this experiment. For most of the month, the £5 a day strategy was actually ahead. But here's the catch. It didn't have all of its capital invested. So even though it was performing well, that was only on the money that was actually invested into the market. A portion of that £100 was still sitting on the sidelines, whereas the £100 lump sum had full exposure from day one. So when the markets moved at certain points, it was benefiting from the full £100 exposure, not just a portion of it. And in this particular month, that benefited a lump sum strategy. But remember, this was just one particular month. If markets dropped early and then recovered much later, the £5 a day strategy probably would have come out ahead. So it comes back to there's no real right or wrong way to invest. Just being involved is the main takeaway. So if it all comes down to personal preference, which are you? Are you the £100 lump it all in kind of investor? Or are you the £5 a day, I'm going to dollar cost average into the market? Let me know in the comments below. And speaking of this £100, I'm actually going to do another giveaway on the channel where you can win some of this cash. Full details will be in the description box below, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on a chance to win. If you found this video insightful, liking the video really helps the channel. I'll be continuing this challenge throughout the year, and it'll be really interesting to see which strategy actually comes out on top. And if you wanted to see some of the other investing breakdowns I've done on the channel, you can find them in the playlist here. Good luck to everyone entering the competition, and on that note, I'll catch you in the next one, guys.